What's up, y'all? So, don't mind the fan in the background. Um, I wanted to come on here because I feel like I haven't did a life update in like a while. I've been talking about other stuff. I haven't really been talking about me. Um, I tell y'all all the time I don't believe in coincidences. I was working today, right? And this older woman, she was on the phone with me and we went through the call or whatever the case, and then she just randomly says like a prayer for me, and I literally like broke down on the phone, and I didn't know how much I needed that. She was so sweet. I didn't even know she was going to do that, but she was so sweet. And I didn't even want to finish out the day, but it was around like 3 something. I get out of work at like 5, so it was cool. But her saying that prayer hit a little bit different, and it made me like reflect on what I've been going through lately. So I had like mentioned it on IG or whatever, and I don't even know how the song came up, but I'm not sure if you all know who like Naomi Rain is, but she has this song called Choosing Myself, Still Alone. And literally, like, when I had wrote the post about the woman, that was one of the songs that came up. Because I always, like, attach music to my post or whatever. Never heard the song before. I just listened to this song, yo. And when I mean to tell you, like, ugly fucking cried. That's why I sound so stuffy right now. Like, I'm talking about ugly fucking cried. And, like, literally everything within this song that she's talking about, like, I'm feeling. And I'm not even going to hold y'all. I don't want to explicitly go into details, but I have not been myself lately. I have been, like, my alter ego. I have been thugging and fucking bugging. And I haven't necessarily went back to people in my past, but I went back to some of my old ways. And I just felt like through me listening to the song, I feel like I just betrayed myself. And literally, I'm sitting here like crying, like the tears just keep fucking crying, like just keep coming. And I just keep telling myself, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry. And I was trying to like rationalize what I've been doing. Like, I ain't been in contact with nobody for a year, 4 months, or whatever the case may be. Like, things happen, blah, blah, blah. Like, don't even worry about it. Nah, I've been bugging. I've been fucking bugging. And it's not that I can't be alone. Like, I went a whole year and 4 months without seeing anyone for real, right? And I don't know, like, it was something about my birthday that just triggered a lot of different shit. And it made me feel alone. Like, truly, like, alone. Like, no friends, no family. For those who don't know, I'm in no contact with my family. Like, so this is a different part of life that I haven't yet experienced before, because typically in the past, like, we would get into arguments or whatever and then go back to having some type of form of communication or whatever. But I legit cut everybody the fuck off. Like, nobody knows where the fuck I live at. Nobody. I just moved, 2 months ago? Yeah, 2 months ago. Nobody knows where I live at. And the part of the reason why I went no contact is because I just feel like my presence isn't valued the way I want it to be valued. And if I can over time see that clearly the people in my family just don't respect the woman that I am, or the woman who I'm becoming, and can be in alignment with that. I'm not saying that you have to agree with everything that I do, but if I'm asking for a particular kind of respect, or I want people to take accountability for their actions, and listen, I've said countless amount of times, I don't mind apologizing for the things that I've done, but I will not speak to people who feel like they are above reproach. I'm not going to do it. And that's a part of me protecting my inner peace. That's a part of me protecting my inner child. That's a part of me reparenting myself. That's a part of me pulling myself up by my own bootstraps and just saying, fuck all of that. No. You decide your own reality. Even if it means that you have to cut off the people who you love the most. And if it means that I gotta love people from a distance, fine. But what I did not expect was to hear this song today. And for that shit to hit so motherfucking hard. Like, when I tell you I was in shambles, bro. Like, shambles. And I just kept apologizing to myself. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you come so fucking far. Why would you spiral all the way down to the depths of fucking hell and just start essentially like crashing out? And I'm not, like I said, I don't feel the need to go into detail. I just feel like, you know, I'm not acting like myself. And I know it's because of the lack of connection that I have with anybody. So now it just feels like I'm accepting situations that I wouldn't necessarily accept. And good thing, like, this is just brand new, so I can cut it off. I can realize what's going on. I can cut it off and be done with it. But I'm still just disappointed in the fact that I did all of this fucking work to then pick the shadow side of healing and kind of just like go all the way left with it. And I don't think a lot of people talk about the darkness that you still have in you. That shit don't go nowhere. You might be able to suppress it for a while, and my whole shit is about mastery. So I'm all about trying to master myself, and I'm still going through that journey. Like, I've managed to be quote unquote good for so long, or to be so disciplined and all this and third. I just came to a point where I was just like, why the fuck it? Like, for what? What am I doing all of this for? Like, for what? And I just kind of got like tired of myself, tired of being so isolated, tired of being like recluse. And I started putting myself out there, but I feel like not in all of the right ways that I know I would. Typically, you know what I'm saying? And this is why I feel like as a content creator or somebody who has like a platform, like, I'm telling you, don't, like, when you listen to other content creators online, you literally have to take things with a grain of salt, because we're still human beings and we fuck up too. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect anybody to ever 100% roll with the rhetoric that I have, because you all have your own minds to think about, okay, yes, this right here, it resonates with me, but that other thing, nah, I don't really fuck with that for real. That's fine. That's how it's supposed to be. Some of the people who I respect the most, who are content creators, who have books or whatever the case may be, I don't necessarily agree with everything they say, but, you know, I chew the meat and I spit out the bones. That's how it's supposed to be. Don't ever think that somebody can't fall off the wagon. I've done this shit before, and it's when I had like, when a year and like 2, or maybe it was like between 2 or 5 months or whatever the case may be, like this platform on Instagram, like, they featured me on their page about my sobriety or whatever. I got into it with somebody I was dating at the time, and I started drinking again. Because he just made me so fucking mad. And I remember putting out that episode when I did that fucking podcast, and I just could not stop fucking crying. Because I just felt like such a fucking failure. But I'm not going to allow myself to do that now, because I understand, like, I am fucking human. I could want to crave connection. I could want to crave sex. I could want to crave the debauchery. I could want to crave all of these things. But I still have to do all of that within moderation. I can't be going too far off the deep end. And I feel like, because I've been so quote unquote good for so fucking long, I got tired of myself. And I had to act out my deviancies. And I feel shamed for it. I don't think that any of this at all makes me a bad person. But I'm not going to lie. Having to rationalize what I've done was like, I don't know. It was like trying to ignore a shadow that's standing right in your face. I don't even know how to describe it, but I have decided to just take some much needed time out for myself and just to tap back in with me. And not in such an unhealthy way, because I feel like I've always had like an addictive personality. So I just go to the extremes with everything that I fucking do. Like if I do something, I'm gonna go super hard at it. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm be super strict with it, or I'm be super wild with it. It's just always like I'm always putting 20 on fucking 10. I'm always putting 20 on 10. And I gotta honestly chill. And I understand like this is what life is about. Life is about, you know, understanding that you do have that light and that dark side, and it is okay to feel the feelings. It's okay to desire the desires. It's okay to feel the feels. But at some point, like, you have to sit with yourself and rationalize, like, okay, what is this about? How do I tap in these particular type of things, whether they be good or bad, so I don't go too far off of the deep end, because too much of one thing will make you fucking sick. And I feel like I've been so sick because I have been so isolated and I have been restrictive, and I just been, you know, the average person would be like, oh, you're such a good girl. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm not. I want to be a whore. I want to drink to my heart's motherfucking content. I want to go out and do wild shit. That's also a part of me too. As much as I love to be alone, as much as I like to be disciplined, I like that other shit too. I want to do all of the shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like I have been suppressing a side of me. And instead of having a conversation with myself and saying like, yo, what is this about? I've been acting out some of the shit, and it's not getting me nowhere fast. So listening to this song, you know what I'm saying, really put a lot of shit in perspective to me. And the first time I heard this woman, her gorgeous voice, and she had another song out called I'll Still Bless You. I believe that's the first time I see her. She went viral doing that shit with I think it's like a band or something like that. But that was the first time I heard that. It's so fucking crazy how I wrote that post and how randomly she was one of the songs that pop up, and it just fit. But it wasn't until just maybe like a couple of minutes ago where I literally listened to the whole song. It's like 10 minutes. When I tell you that lady read me down. She said everything I have been feeling, everything I have been going through. I'm telling y'all, go listen to it. It's called Naomi. Her name is Naomi Rain, and it's called Still Alone. I felt like, damn. But, like I said, now that I have gotten that cortisol out my system, I feel a lot better. I'm still disappointed in myself, but, you know, like I said in a post that I just made not too long ago, the whole point of what I feel like my life is about is, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, is to understanding that all paths lead to me becoming my greatest self. And as long as I can get to that, I feel like that would be the ultimate satisfaction for me. I've come here to do all of the things that I was supposed to do. I don't think, again, any of this stuff has happened by coincidence. And I'm glad that nothing too bad happened. But I still feel like, yo, girl, you wildin'. You wildin'. And you need to chill. You need to chill. Or you hurt somebody else. Like, you need to chill. So, this is me on my soapbox saying that it's okay to feel lonely. It is okay to want to act out your deviancies. It's okay to get back on a horse, to get back disciplined, to just to start new. Like, what I understand about myself is I'm not going to charge myself to my worst day. Like, I'm not going to do that. I still have to function, right? I still have to get up every day. I still have to work. I still have to interact with people. I just still have to live. And I don't want to have these these things harboring on my mind and my spirit, and me not able to function because it's just so cluttered within my mind. Like, the day after Easter, I called out and I told my supervisor, like, I got some anxiety and I cannot work. I was like, I really try to push through today, but I can't do it. And when I see her message the next day, she was like, no, I totally understand. I get it, I understand. But I was like, I need a day. I need at least a day. And that's the thing about also work, is that sometimes in most positions, like, you're on a point system or whatever, so you're not allowed to do certain kind of things. And it's just like, oh, now I'm thinking like, oh, my points is on the line, my job is on the line because I'm going through something mentally. But really, my job don't give a fuck about none of that. Is you gonna be able to clock in at 8:30 and take these fucking calls? Is what they want to know. That's what they want to know. So I'm sorry for getting on here and sounding horrible, but y'all know I believe in raw and authentic messages and moments, and especially when I have something on my heart, I feel like I need to come on here and speak to y'all. So that's exactly what the fuck I'm doing. This is just a log of me holding myself accountable and understanding, like, it's gonna be okay. It's literally going to be okay. I'll still need some time to deal with the things that I've done over these last couple of weeks, but that's okay. I can process through those feelings, I can get over it, and I can start a day anew. You know what I'm saying? That's the great thing about waking up and being grateful and giving your gratitude every single day. Every single day you're allowed to wake up and say, this doesn't have to be who I am. I can change into something better. I can transform into who the fuck I want to be. And can't nobody, regardless of how they perceive me, tell me that I can't be this if that's the goal that I'm going after. So that's essentially what I'm saying to myself. I don't give a fuck about who experienced me within these last couple of weeks at my worst moments. I don't care. I literally never have to speak to those people again. I will be okay and I will be fine. I just had a moment. A couple of horrible moments. But I'll be okay. I will be okay. If this message related to anybody, yeah, just keep going. Keep going. Like I said, don't charge yourself to your worst day. It'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? You might feel low about the things that you did, maybe the things that you said, conversations that you didn't want to have, or the actions that you took against other people. It is okay. If you need to say sorry to yourself, do it. If you need to say sorry to other people, do it. If you need to cry, do it. Do it. Let all of that shit out of your system. Because I'll be damned if I muddle about life and keep harboring and holding on things that make me feel ashamed, that make me feel insecure, that make me feel dumb. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And a part of me not giving a fuck is getting on here and telling my testimony because I know somebody can benefit from that. I'm telling this because I know I'm going to benefit from this. It's going to be a day where I need to go back and check back into this video and be like, see how far you came? You'll be all right. You having a moment right now. And what's crazy is I've been seeing all type of content creators say the same exact thing. Like, I'm gonna need you to keep going. Whatever you going through, I need you to keep, like, listen, the messages is all around me. They're all around me. And I'm going to fucking listen. I'm going to sit the fuck down. And I am going to listen. So if you don't see me or hear me on here for a while, just know I'm doing the good work. I'm doing the good work just so I can get back to myself, just so I can level myself out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to harm myself. I'm not going to harm nobody else. I just need to get back right. And I'll check back in with y'all. Y'all already know I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later.